Hello and welcome back to KD's Business Tips. In this video, we're going to talk about starting your business from home versus starting your business from a commercial space. And a lot of times you may start from home and eventually move to a commercial space. And that happens very regularly. There's also times where you start in a commercial space, you get through the business to a certain point, you lose a few customers or things go down a bit, and you might move it back home. That happens too as well, okay? But many businesses in history have started at home. Let's be honest, if you look at history, that's where businesses started before we had commercial spaces, first of all, so that's been the history. And then even now, there is a lot of businesses that start from home today, okay? So depending on the type of business is how you're going to look at determining whether you need home or business. First of all, are people going to be coming to you? Because if they're coming to you, you probably don't want everybody coming into your home all the time. I mean, if it's now and again a client here and there, that's not a big deal, but you don't want constant traffic coming in your home. That will not be good for your neighborhood. Your neighbors will probably get mad, and eventually you might have some problems with that, okay? So that's one of the things you're going to look at. Do you have what you need from home? Also, will it make you look better by having business in a commercial space? Will it make you look more professional? Would you get more business? Is it going to attract more business? Really, at the end of the day, you're looking at, do I really need this commercial space? Because if not, it's probably better to operate out of home because the overhead is lower and I'm saving money. So you've got to look at if you really need the commercial space. That's where it starts, okay? Now, when it comes to working from your home, you can actually write off a portion of your home. You could take the square footage of what you use, divide it by the total, take that percentage, times it by your expenses, and you can write off a portion of your home. So that's a nice thing. You're already paying for the mortgage or rent or whatever it is, and all the property tax, utilities, insurance, and so forth. You're now writing off a portion of that. So that's very good. Obviously, if you're paying a commercial space, you're also going to write that off too as well, but it's extra money out of pocket, okay? If you're going to operate out of a commercial space, there's some key things you need to look at. First of all, you need to determine which area you need to be in. What city, if you're in the city, which area of the city. Where do you want to be? Where's the location options for your business before you go looking, right? Take a circumference. I want to be around this area or this area or this area. You got two options maybe. Know that before you go looking. And then you need to seek the suitable commercial space for your business. You have to have a parameter. I want this many square feet. I need commercial. I need retail. I need office. I need warehouse. What is it that you need? I need part warehouse, part office. What do you need specifically? You got to have it laid out specifically so when you're looking, you know exactly what you're looking for when you spot it. Okay, so that's very important. And then you also need to then, once you look at property, start making comparisons to other properties because you want to make sure you're in the right ballparks of the rental rates that are in that area. Because sometimes the rates get jacked up. You go to places like Banff and Canmore, they jack up everything out there, right? And depending, you might find a good deal, you might not. Well, in Calgary, it depends on the economy typically. So depending where you're located when you're watching this video, you may have to look at paying a little premium if you really want the space, but know that you're paying the premium, or you can use that to the last tip, which is negotiate. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. There's always room for negotiation when it comes to real estate. Now, I understand if someone else is placing a bid and you're in a bidding war, well, that's different. But the majority of the time, they're trying to get the space rented, and you can negotiate with them 9 times out of 10. You can use commercial realtors, and it works exactly the same as actual residential realtors, where they don't charge you for looking and buying or renting. They only charge you if you're the one renting or selling, just like the residential realtors are the same way. When you're looking, you get the service free. So it's okay to use a commercial realtor. We have some we can refer you to as well. So if you've got questions about this or anything else, we'd love to hear from you. Post in the comments below. Thanks for being a part of KD's Business Tips, and we'll see you in the next video.